What's up, people? This is Corey. This is Corey's World. See if somebody gets that reference. So we are in the 2026, what the hell is this? Oh, we're in a Chevy, Colorado, new one, Trail Boss. Very cool truck. We did a quick overview of it and kind of ran around the car and covered all the features and stuff like that. So we're going to do a quick drive in it, report on how it drives. I will say the one thing mechanically about the car, there's things I wish I'd opted for the extra convenience package, and maybe this will tie into that because it might let the seat adjust a little more. Here it's just up, down, forward and back, lean back, or not. It doesn't have the tilt and all the stuff that the power seat has. And I think that comes with, if you get the advanced package with Bose, and it's like $2,600, you get some stuff. Maybe I should have sprung for that. Here's the biggest thing, honestly, mechanically about this car, and it probably will not affect you if you're not Shrek. And that is, I'm 6'4" and 250 pounds. I'm not a small guy. I have plenty of room. I can get lots of leg room. The issue that I'm finding is, it's hard to, well, no, I can do this with one hand. Steering wheel adjusts. It only adjusts that much, and it doesn't telescope. It does not move in or out at all. So, if you're long-legged like this guy, and you wanted to move back further and get lots of legroom and stretch out, then you're having to kind of like lean forward to get to the wheel. And I've got this weird, at least for me, I've got this weird thing with my neck. Probably from an old injury from the martial arts medieval shit I used to do. And it's, I got some neck issues and like with a pulled or pinched nerve or something like that. Certain motorcycles that are upright, high bars, comfortable, you can't, for me, they're not comfortable. Everybody else, oh, I'm up, I'm relaxed, my arms are up high and wide. I get agony in my neck. I've had to sell bikes after only a couple months and lost thousands of dollars on the trade because it was killing my neck. I'd get onto a race bike and be all leaned over and hunched over and you think would be horrible. I'm fine. So I have this thing where if my arms are out and high and I'm kind of extended like that, there's a certain point where if you're really leaned over like on a motorcycle, I'm good. And then if I'm up and back, I don't know, there's some position that I'm having to move around the seat and find the right setting to make my neck as comfortable. I felt a little bit of a twinge yesterday and was like, oh boy, is this gonna be uncomfortable like that Tracer 9 GT? That's the one thing. I would like to move back a little bit further for my legs and for my room and stuff like that. But if I do that, the steering wheel doesn't come with me. If you're shorter, that's not going to be a problem. If you're taller, it might be. I don't know if the Z71 package has that or if this is because it's based off the LT and it doesn't. I'll have to look that up later. So we are in auto, engines warmed up. Let's turn off turned off the auto start stop. Go ahead and close the garage. Sun's going down enough and it's a little foggy. They're not foggy, but cloudy at the moment. So let's go ahead and of course there's a car behind me speeding through here at 50 like a dick. Ugh, people are assholes. A little subdivision. People whipping around. So, went out for a little drive before in my wife's 2026 Z71 Traverse. It's really nice. It ain't a Range Rover. It's not even a Yukon. It's a really nice SUV. And it's got a Z71 package with a slight lift, bigger, chunky Wrangler off-road tires. It's got, doesn't have a low-range gearbox, but it's got all-wheel drive and a pretty clever all-wheel drive system at that. And it's got some other fun stuff in it. Really, really nice cabin. Really spacious and comfortable. Telescoping steering wheel. And this one just doesn't have that. But it's good. It's a bit more utility. It's a truck, you know? It's a truck versus an SUV. So, how this rides. Kind of like the Traverse in that you're sitting there thinking, well, it doesn't have a V6. It doesn't feel like it's going to have a lot of power, or, especially if you're used to a truck with a V8. Well, I had an older model of this. I had the 2016. Had the 3.6 liter V6, which actually was a pretty peppy little engine. Not a lot of torque, but it loved to rev, and it had a good top end to it. That's why they used that car. Really wasn't really meant for trucks. They used it in like the Cadillac, like not the CTS V, that was the supercharged V8, but they've used that 3.6 in other sporty-ish, performance-ish sedans. Wasn't really suited for a truck, so it had good get up and go. It didn't have a lot of torque. This thing has 430 foot-pounds of torque out of a 2.7 liter four-cylinder. Only 310 horsepower, so horsepower almost identical to the V6, but it's got, I want to say, like 130 or 140, maybe 150 foot-pounds of torque more. It's a big difference, and when you're towing or you're coming off the line, a V6, you got to rev the nuts out of it a bit to get up into that power band. Here, most of that torque is at like peak torque is like 3,000 RPMs. Like it just and it just wants to go. Really nice. Doesn't have the sound, of a V8. Doesn't have the coolness of when you cold start it of a straight piped V8. But hey, it's a cool vehicle. So, acceleration is pretty good, right? So I'm not accelerating right now. But for a truck, it pulls pretty well, especially off the line. Now, I didn't want to do it there because the pavement's a little wet in spots, and I didn't want to spin the back end up. It's not like I'm in a straight line and could have done a little drag race there, but maybe I'll go down a side road or something like that and see. But I'll tell you what, this thing's smooth. It's very smooth. The steering's very sharp. It's got a little body roll, but not as much as I thought it would have. It bounces around a bit. It is a truck with a big 20-inch wheels and I think they're 275/65s on 20-inch rims. They're pretty big tires. They're 33 or 33 and a quarter, so they're not small tires. You've got the 2-inch lift on top of the Z71. This is taller than the Z71. So you're a bit up there and you got good suspension travel. So you do feel it, but it's not harsh in any way. It's not jouncy. It just kind of boom, 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 rolls over stuff. I had a pothole yesterday that would have done another $3,500 in damage had I been in the Corvette. It was like bam, and this was just kind of like boom. Difference between a truck and a sports car. So I can't wait to get this thing off-road. Kind of want to wait till I get it ceramic coated, get the paint protected a little bit. There's a blemish or two in the paint that I found that I didn't see when I took delivery because it was 9 o'clock at night. It's a black truck. Didn't see it in the dark. They are going to address that on Friday and fix that for me. So I'm going to go down a side road here and just see if I can get on it, just so you can see the acceleration just a little bit. I'll just go down and make a U and come back because I got to get to the pharmacy before they close. But it's a good little truck. The seats are. I got rid of my 2016 because the seats were not comfortable. And so even though there's not much more room, there's a little more room in here, the seats are just way, way better. I mean, you look at the speed climbing, it's not slow. It's not a sports car, but 0 to 60 in this thing, I think is like 6.8 seconds. Now, that wasn't that long ago that 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds. I say not that long ago. I mean, I'm 53 years old. So, where, 6-7 seconds for 60 was like, moderately decent for like a little hot hatch or, the original GTI, stuff like that. So to have a truck today that's a 4-cylinder that actually gets off the line pretty damn good, and it's pretty quick. It just doesn't sound impressive. The sound lets it down. It sounds like a sewing machine, and there's no way to really make a 4-cylinder like this sound cool. It's not a boxer engine from a Subaru that, you can make it sound halfway decent, or even a GTI motor, but once that turbo kicks in, it's not horrible. You can get up to speed, up to highway speed really, really easily. You got a ton of torque. It's a good little truck. Very impressed with it so far. Very comfortable. Rides really, really nice for a truck. It's way more agile, less body roll, less wallowy and shimmying around the way my wife's Silverado. She had an RST Z71, a 2022. So, new truck. And it just, I didn't like riding it or driving it. It was kind of all over the place. It was loosey-goosey. It rolled a lot. It leaned into turns. It's a truck. It's a big full-size truck. This thing tows 7,700 pounds. I think you could put almost the same amount of weight in the bed. The payload of the bed is 1,730 pounds. That's 3/4 of a ton, right? I mean, that's what a Silverado, I think, you can put back there. Or it's close. But it's a lot lighter. It's a lot more nimble. And this motor now, I know it's an inline 4, but this motor was put in the Silverado first. This motor is doing full-size truck duty. And I said duty. But now that it's got the full, the extra torque tune of the outgoing ZR2 at 430 foot-pounds, putting that into this little truck, just a little truck, it's pretty damn good. It's peppy. It's fast enough that you're like, okay, I do not feel underpowered. It sounds underpowered. It doesn't feel underpowered. It turns sharp. It turns precise. Gonna go over a little speed bump here. Little bounce in the back, nothing bad. Better than the Silverado was. And there's no weight in the trunk, so in the tail, so that trucks do tend to be. They're made to be weighted down, and they go over bumps really nice when they're weighted down. When they're not, you get a good hop. That didn't really hop much, so. All in all, this has been good. I know this is a short drive. I'm not going to waste a lot of your time here. Just kind of giving you the update and some impressions as I go down the road here. But I'll tell you, it's a nice driving little truck. It's just going to be a lot of fun off-road. It's narrower. It's nimble. It's going to be better off-road than I had a 2019 Silverado Trail Boss. This is going to be a better truck off-road. It's got more torque. It's lighter. It's got more lift. It's going to turn tighter. It's got a better approach angle. It's got a slightly better departure angle, but it's got a much better. They moved the wheels forward on this. This is going to be a great little truck. So anyway, that's the update for now. I got to go in and get some stuff. Maybe pick up a ribeye for myself. You all have fun and stay safe, and we'll talk to you all later.